Have you ever looked inside a dirty air duct? Well, check this out. Here's a couple of before and after photos. These are a great example of what our air duct cleaning service can do. Here's a list of reasons of why you would want to clean a home's ductwork. Removing dirt and dust reduces the circulation of debris throughout the home. Many people report that they don't get congested like they did before the dirt was removed. Clean ductwork helps the system run more efficiently. Dirty ductwork contributes to the formation of soil filtration lines on the carpet around the baseboards. New homes can have sawdust, drywall dust, and other debris in the ductwork. The Sears duct cleaning concept. This is a simple animation of a section of ductwork. As you can see, there's dirt clinging to the walls of it, just like you saw in the previous photo. To clean a duct, the first thing we do is create a strong airflow through the ductwork from one side with what's called a negative air machine. Basically, it's a giant vacuum. Then from the opposite side, you insert a long plastic tube. On the end of it is a rubber whip. The tube is connected to a compressed air tank. When you pull the air trigger, the air makes the rubber piece whip around in the ductwork. It bangs into the sides and dislodges the dirt, which is then sucked out the other end of the vent into the machine outside. Right by where the rubber whip attaches to the plastic extension tube, there's also an air nozzle that blows air in the same direction that the vacuum is running. This is the most effective way of cleaning ductwork. How a forced air system works. What you're looking at is an extended plenum vertical upflow type of heating and air conditioning system. Let's add some names to the different parts and see how it operates. Let's start with the air filter. It's located on the outside of the main unit. To the left of that and inside the unit, you have a blower or fan that distributes air throughout the house and also pulls it back from the rooms. Above that, you have the heat exchanger. This is the part that generates the heat that gets distributed throughout the house when the unit is set in the heating mode. Above that, you have what's called an evaporator coil. It's also referred to as an A coil because sometimes it's shaped like an A. This is the part that creates the coolness that gets distributed through the house when the unit is set in the cooling mode. Above that is a large ductwork box called a plenum. Out of this comes the supply trunks and supply branches. This ductwork, which we're highlighting here, is called the supply side because this is the side that supplies the heated or cooled air into the house. Now let's highlight the return side. It's called this because through this ductwork, air is drawn out of the rooms and returned back to the main unit to start the process again. Let's start the unit and watch how it works. When the unit is in the heating mode, the heat exchanger heats up either through the use of electricity or gas, and the blower fan turns on. The blower pushes the heat through the ductwork and into the rooms. At the same time, the blower fan is drawing air in from the rooms through the return air ductwork, through the air filter, and back through the blower fan where the process starts again. If we turn off the heat and turn on the cooling, it works the same way, except instead of distributing and returning heat, the unit is distributing and returning coolness. In either case, you can see that the air filter is a very important part because this is what cleans the air as it circulates through the house. How ductwork gets dirty. You've just learned about the airflow in a typical forced air system. Now think about daily living. It brings in all kinds of dust and dirt into the home. This dirt and dust gets pulled into the air handling system and is then filtered or cleaned by the air filter right before it goes into the main unit. However, much of the dirt will get stuck to the ductwork or fall out of the air before it ever gets to the air filter. On most systems, the return side of the system is the dirtiest because the air is not filtered before it gets into the return side.